Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to make a super quick video based on my chemotherapy video that I filmed 2 years ago, what to expect and what to pack and what to bring to your first chemotherapy treatment. I made that video back then. There's a super glare. I made that video back then because I had been searching for a video before I started my chemo treatment that was something like that. I wanted somebody to talk to me about what to pack, what to bring, how it was going to go. I was scared, I was nervous, obviously, and I was looking for someone to, just help me with how it was going to go, and I couldn't find that exact video. So I made the video what to pack, what to expect at your first chemotherapy treatment, and it's got so many views, like over 30,000 views, which is like shocking to me. So I hope that it's helped you, but I was going to link this video in the down bar based on how I'm doing 2 years later and how the chemotherapy is still affecting my life or not affecting my life 2 years later. So I'll just get into that. The chemotherapy that I had was 4 rounds of doxorubicin and 4 rounds of Taxol. So I had 8 rounds of chemotherapy altogether. I believe it took about 6 months. The most obvious thing about that video is hair. Long, fabulous, normal, glorious hair. So in the video I had like kind of a shaved head crew cut. I'm not 100% sure when I filmed that video, but it was obviously when my hair was starting to grow back. And yeah, this is my hair 2 years later. So I'm on a nutritional therapy program for the last 10 months now because the cancer itself is stage 4. So I'm still battling like metastatic breast cancer. And yeah, the choice or the way that I choose to battle that cancer now, instead of going through what the hospital offered me, was more chemotherapy, more radiation treatments, more of the really hardcore toxic poisonous treatments. And I treat my cancer with the Gerson Therapy, Gerson. It's incredible. I do believe that that's why my hair has grown so fast, because it's a nutritional therapy designed to boost your own immune system in a way to kick the cancer out of your body, using your own body, using all the tools that Mother Nature gave us in the first place. So anyways, the chemotherapy didn't go very well for me. I went into chemotherapy with 2 tumors in my bones, and I came out of chemotherapy with 10 tumors in my bones. And I also had a right side mastectomy, a partial mastectomy on the right side, June 2016. And after chemotherapy, that tumor grew right back. So chemo didn't go the way that we had hoped it was going to go, the way that you expect it to go, the way that it traditionally is supposed to go. It didn't go that way for me. So chemo was not my good friend. That the disease progression, along with all of the horrific side effects that chemo gave me, and I'm still battling 2 years later. I mean, I don't like to have regrets in my life, so I don't say, oh, I regret doing the chemo, because it taught me a lot. It gave me a lot of strength at the end of the day. And yeah, there's no point in dwelling on things that you can't change. So yeah, my hair is back, and my neuropathy has gotten better. So the Taxol had caused pretty extreme neuropathy in my feet and in my torso. I had like lightning bolts of pain fly through my body and into my feet. That was the nerve endings being affected. And I still do have the neuropathy in my torso every now and then. I can feel it, especially when I'm at rest, like if I just lie down to go to sleep. It's jarring, it's uncomfortable, but it's manageable. It's something that I can totally deal with. The other thing that the chemo affected hardcore was my vision. So your eyes are some of the fastest growing cells in your body, and the chemo affects your fastest growing cells, because the cancer is designed to affect the fast growing cells. So it does attack your eyes a little bit. And over the 2 years, I've been to two different optometrists and one like eye super specialist, and nobody can find out anything wrong with my eyes. Every time I go to the eye doctor, they say, there's nothing wrong with your vision. This is your regular prescription. You're fine. You're fine. But I see everything in blurry. I can't 100% read like things like subtitles, and driving at night is a little bit dodgy. Since I've been on my nutritional therapy, the Gerson Therapy, I drink mass quantities of carrot juice. That's part of the therapy, like 4 giant carrot juices per day. I do feel like my vision is improving ever so slightly. Like this, my eyes are coming into this prescription. Again, but it's not perfect. And yeah, so also the brain. This is like the worst part of, this is the worst side effect that chemo gave to me. And I do hope and pray that this is something that will go away from me eventually, just like my vision getting better. I do hope that my brain cells regenerate. I know that all the cells in the body can regenerate, so I believe that it can happen. It's just so awkward. I don't even know really who. It's so hard to describe. And even now, this is what happens to me. This is what happens with my brain. It just gets stumped. Like when I go to look for the words, and when I run into people in the grocery store or the market or whatever. I don't go very many places. I go to the hospital, my naturopath's clinic, and the grocery store. Those are like the beach. Those are the 4 places that I like spend my time at. Otherwise, I'm at home doing the Gerson Therapy because it's really intensive and it takes hours and hours in a day. But if I run into somebody at the market or the grocery store, I freeze up. I clam up, and I can't remember their name. I can't remember where I know them from. I can't put their face to a place and I don't really know what to say. And I look for words to say, hello, how are you doing? And it's so difficult. Even when I'm just having a casual conversation with my husband, like we'll be talking and I'll remember something that I read that afternoon, and I'll try to describe what I was reading. And you'll put it in, when you put something in your brain, like, oh, I gotta tell Scott that later. He'll find that really interesting. And then I'll go to look for that thing somewhere in my brain, and it's gone. Like I can't find it, and I can't even locate it. Or if he says, what street is the soccer field on for, Bobo's game tonight or whatever. And I'll be like, and I'll look at the mental map in my head, and I'll be like, I know like the south to the east. Yeah, that's where I'm going, but I can't find the names of the streets, and I can't find it. I cannot find and it's difficult. Books. I haven't read a book since chemotherapy. I haven't read one book for pleasure. So I do read to fight cancer. Like I do read anti-cancer books. I force myself to read them, and I force myself to retain the information, but I have to sit there with a highlighter and little sticky notes and read the same page over and over. And really, am I retaining the information? The answer to that is probably no. Like I'm not retaining that information, but I'm trying to, and I'm doing my best. Audiobooks are great because I can listen, but even the audiobooks, I find myself having to go back and listen to chapters again because I just have a hard time retaining the information. So that's a bummer for me because I can't get lost in that imaginary world of a fiction novel anymore, which is like used to be a great escape for me. It's a great escape for anybody, but I don't do that. I don't have that luxury, and it's sad. It's depressing. It's tough. It is really, 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 really difficult. When they say like chemo brain, it is similar to when I had my baby. Like when I had Bowie, this is like 12 years ago now, but when I did have her, I had like, baby brain or milk brain or whatever they call it. And it's kind of like you're just so immersed in your baby, and your hormones are just going everywhere that you just can't think anything else but baby, baby, baby. Like you just had baby brain. So yeah, the chemo brain is a real thing, and it's very, 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 very difficult. other than that, that's about it as far as like side effects from the chemotherapy from 2 years ago. If you'd like to know what's happening with the cancer itself, I've got lots of videos, like I title them update. So like update. And yeah, I'm also daily vlogging. So you can watch my videos and see what I go through on a daily, like my treatments and my therapy and my appointments and what I'm up to. I fight cancer every single day of my life, and yeah, it's I'm doing well. I'm happy and I'm healthy over here. So thank you for watching, and I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it was just like a quick little update, and yeah, anyways, good health to you. Please know that you can heal yourself. It's a possibility. I'm working on it right now. I am documenting my time, so feel free to watch and support. And please send me good vibes and think of me as a healthy, vibrant human being. Have a great day.